Hello and welcome to yet another episode of eShibobo on ETV. It has undoubtedly been one of the toughest weeks in South African football. Orlando Pirates goalkeeper and Bafana captain Senzo Meyiwa was brutally killed on Sunday night in an attempted robbery in Vosloorus. In today's episode, we celebrate the life of a man whose skills on the pitch brought joy to millions of fans. This show is dedicated to football fans, his family, and all his loved ones, as administrators, players, coaches, club owners and fans alike paid homage to the slain Pirate star. A true gentleman. That's how most of those close to the slain goalkeeper described his character. Senzo Meyiwa's upbeat smile also stood out the most as colleagues and friends remember him.
Personally, I would always remember his easy smile. Always had an easy smile and just being a humble guy, even when he introduced us to the players before match finals, etc. It's such an easy smile always on his face, and we'll remember him for that.
As a person, he's always smiling. I mean, whenever you see Senzo, he's smiling. When things are not going his way, there at Pirates, there's a lot of pressure. When he concedes a goal, they're always on his case, but you'll never see him angry or sad. You always see him smiling, and that rubs off on the players. He's a positive person.
Trying to calm an otherwise gloomy media conference on Monday morning, a visibly upset Orlando Pirates chairman, Dr. Irvin Khoza, acknowledged that the club was shattered by the loss.
As Orlando Pirates Football Club, we are devastated. We had a session in the morning with the players where we were doing a soul searching. It was difficult for me as the chairman, to manage the situation, because, he was too close to all of us, Senzo Meyiwa. And it was a lot of sobbing and crying. It was uncontrollable. I said to the players, it's only fair that he must cry, because it's not easy to hold back emotions, especially on an event like this one.
Bafana coach Shakes Mashaba also shed a few tears, battling with words to detail Meyiwa's character.
Senzo was a very kind person. I've never seen Senzo being sad or angry in the camp. Safe to say, without any doubt, since we started with Senzo, this national team never had problems. Because he would always be a leader. He's a guide to the players, and the players would listen to him.
Meyiwa's talent was indisputable. He arrived at Pirates in 2000 as a 13-year-old and only got promoted to the senior side in 2005, aged 18. He bided his time playing second fiddle to Francis Chansa before also having to learn from Munib Josephs when Chansa left. His patience finally paid off. Former coach Roger de Saar handed him the #1 berth in 2012 and has never looked back ever since.
A fight of love. He was my second choice when I got there, and he fought his way to be the #1, and not just the #1 in the team, but the #1 in the country as well. That says a lot about the man. Off the field, true gentleman, unbelievable personality. That's going to leave a big hole here in South Africa, not just in the football fraternity, but everyone who knows him.
Senzo's the type of player that, he just works so hard. He loved the game. He worked so hard. There was a stage when he was fighting with Kune to get into the team, and I never once saw him sulking. I saw him pushing Kune and saying, well done, E2, and he kept encouraging him. And I used to speak to him a lot. He would tell me, coach, I'll wait for my chance. When I get it, I'm going to stay there.
We all remember when Orlando Pirates was playing in the Champions League, how he stood between victory and defeat, and how he took Orlando Pirates to the finals. But also recently we saw when he was, in charge in goals for Bafana as captain as well, and how he performed to keep a clean sheet, to put Bafana where it is today. For me, he was a real fighter all the way.
It wasn't only at Pirates where Meyiwa endured a frustrating spell on the sidelines, waiting for his chance. He also had to watch Idumile Kune own the #1 jersey at Bafana. Kune's injury early in September was the beginning of a bright Bafana career for Meyiwa. The shot stopper grabbed the opportunity, captaining the side in all 4 of South Africa's 2015 Africa Cup of Nations qualifiers, where he kept a clean sheet. He was on the verge of qualifying the national side to next year's AFCON with 2 matches remaining.
The logical thing that we can and must do is that the very next match of Bafana must be played in his memory. We are going to Mbombela, and I think that match must be played in his memory.
There is no grave big enough to bury this African giant. Senzo Meyiwa will be remembered for a young person who actually can be defined as triumph over adversity. Thank you to Orlando Pirates for giving him an opportunity to shine as a star. And then he came through the ranks of Bafana. They say patience is virtue, time is deceitful. Senzo Meyiwa, if it was another player, he would have long given up.
Orlando Pirates' well-known fans are still reeling at news of the tragic passing of one of the country's brightest stars. They have spoken fondly of him, both as a professional footballer and as a man.
I'm asking myself, why Senzo? Why him? We were so close that even all the players they know, even the supporters they know the way we were so close. It's like mother and the son. Because he tells me every day, whether it's bad or good. He will always say to me, Mama Joy, there is this, I don't know what to do. I say, Senzo, your guards will tell you what to do.
It's not easy to forget the guy, the person who was very kind person and very well-mannered and a good human being who he was always feel happy himself to be surrendered with the fans, and he usually used to respect the fans, you know, and be good to them and always greet them on the stadium when we play the games.
Meyiwa was one of only a handful of players to have represented the country at all age group levels. His dexterity grew over the years and was at the centre of Pirates reaching last season's CAF Champions League final and 4 other domestic cup finals. Meyiwa made more than 150 appearances for Orlando Pirates, his last match as recently as last Saturday's Telkom knockout quarter-final win over Ajax Cape Town. His Bafana career was relatively young, having earned 7 caps since making his Bafana debut last June against Lesotho. May your soul rest in peace, Senzo Meyiwa. You will always be remembered from here at home and afar.